6:15 in the morning. You ever wonder what this town looks like 6 in the morning? Well, you come to the right place. I'm up early for an early morning motorbike ride. Just turning on the Pattaya 2nd Road from taking a look over there near Tucum. See what's going on, but here you go. Welcome, folks. Welcome to my morning ride and talk on the beach. I just figured I'd take a stroll, see what's happening, because this is the hour that I used to be still partying. Oh my goodness, that girl was beautiful on the back of that bike. So it's literally about right at 6:15. So you got a combination of a few stragglers walking around, still partying from the night before, and then everybody else trying to get up and start their normal day. Just crazy how times have changed. And I've been up since 04. 10 years ago at 04, I would still be partying like a rock star. Probably not even on the way to the hotel. I'd still be partying up in somewhere. So what I'm going to do is just come down here, turn down Soy 6, take a look at the beach, go down Walking Street, and then I'm going to get out and walk. Discuss the mysteries of life. A couple waitresses sitting over there on that rail after a hard night here during the low season. You know, if you've never been here, don't understand the high season, the low season. You know, the high season is like, you know, during the winter time over in America, Canada, over on that side of the globe, you know, when people get tired of freezing their balls off, they take that vacation in the middle of the winter to warm up. Of course, over here in the summer, I say the summer where you're at. I say that, folks. Most of my viewers are from the States. Not everybody, but the majority. So just imagine the summer in America, sort of the rainy season here, it's the low season. Then when it gets cold over there where you're at, that's the high season. That's when everybody comes over here. Makes sense, right? So right now it's extremely low season. Not a lot of people are traveling right now. It's not just here. It's everywhere. It's the Philippines. I read an article that said, you know, Vegas tourism is way down. A lot of stuff going on in the world. Economy's at a crazy spot. You know, school's about to start back or has started back. People just aren't traveling right now. And here's probably the number one main reason why people aren't traveling right now. All right, and I'm not an economist or a financial guru, but I'm gonna give you the top number one reason why people aren't traveling and tourism is down. Here you go. It's because people are fucking broke. People are broke, maxed out on their credit cards. They are strapped over in the United States. At least that's what I hear when talking to people from my home country. Everybody's fucking broke. All right, young lady. Pushing a two-wheel cart full of, I don't know, construction materials. Coming down through here. Let me turn a left up here on Soy 6 in just a minute. Are there going to be any beautiful girls at 6:20 in the morning? Might be one or two stragglers. We'll have to see. But you know what? 6 in the morning is a good time to pick up chicks. I'm going to tell you why. Because A, if they've been partying all night, you know, they probably are slightly inebriated, so you want to pass those up. So if you find a chick walking around at 6 in the morning, wow, a couple stunners, and she's stone cold sober, what does that tell you about her? Morning. If she's walking around at 6 in the morning and sober, A, she didn't get bar fined. Maybe I should back that up to 5 a.m. 6 a.m. they could be doing the walk of shame. I have to refine my methodology. Queen Victoria off to the left. And maybe come in there and get some breakfast. Alright, the Soi 6 is closed up tight. One beautiful lady sitting over to the left, scrolling on a cell phone. One on a motorbike. So a total of 3 beautiful ladies on the Soi 6 and a few pigeons here. Ladies getting the bars cleaned up. And a pigeon who got smashed, didn't make it. Had a rough night on Soi 6 and then got fucking run over. Sucks to be that pigeon. Beautiful day here. It's an absolute gorgeous day. A little bit of clouds. It's nice and cool. How many folks out on the beach? There's 2. No Indians sleeping on the beach. 6:20 in the morning, unless they got up early, unless they set their alarms and cleared out. There are no Indian tourists sleeping on the beach. I promise you. How do I know? Because it's 6:20 in the morning and I'm looking at the beach. Okay, so you see any videos floating around the internet or photos and people complaining that there's too many Indians on the beach? Where are they? Yeah, I saw 2, but they were exercising. All right, it's just a beautiful day in the neighborhood. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. All right, Lance Armstrong on the bicycle in the crosswalk. Come on across, my friend. Beautiful ladies exercising in the athleisure wear, looking beautiful. I got the green light through the crosswalk here, and you may proceed. Got a cool you drinking a chong, still partying. Well, I got a few beautiful ladies here. Off to the right side of the aircraft, and I use that word ladies lightly. Some of y'all who've never been to Southeast Asia before, you'll get fooled by the lady boys, especially here in Thailand. The Philippines not so much, because here's the difference. The Philippines, the lady boys don't have money for plastic surgery, so it's just a dude dressed up in women's clothing. They're pretty easy to figure out. Over here in Thailand, the girls have money. Say girls. The lady boys have money to undergo procedures, plastic surgery, to enhance their, their ability to look like a woman. So you will get fooled here in Thailand if you're the first time traveler, you've had a few beers, your ass can get fooled. All right? Some of y'all might have been checking out them 2 chicks to the right. You know, and a lot of times, they're smart, right? If somebody is not into going with the lady boy, they're gonna try to fool you. And when is the best time to do it? Late at night, when you've been drinking, you're on your way back to your hotel, what have you, and you're half drunk. So anyhow, just a public service announcement. You've never been here before. It's always good to go with a partner. All right, now we got a few people hanging out on the beach over here to the right. I'll just give you a look over there. Just locals hanging out, chilling out, having a few beers. A flock of damn pigeons. Can't stand pigeons. There's rats that shit all over your house. All right, now we'll go down the world famous walking street at 6:25 in the morning. And basically we got some street beautification going on. Shout out to these folks, this gentleman, the young lady there. Okay, welcome to the world famous walking street, and the walking street sign is temporarily not there. Beautiful lady off to the left. She's pretty in the face, my goodness. Like I'm real thick and juicy. Morning, sweaty crap. Place called Chick Go-Go Club. Why am I filming at 6:25 in the morning? There's a Burger King right there. Alright, still got the good food going on, street food. Okay, and the conversation I just had with y'all, some of y'all will still be fooled. Okay, a lot of partying going on. Well, the remnants of a party. Street singer there. One gentleman still having a good time. Now look, right here to this left, this little area right here to the left, if you find yourself at 6:25 in the morning and nowhere to go, all it is a pool table and a little bar, and the party just continues on. All right, got some sisters over here to the left, some African sisters. Got some people still partying down here. Okay, but an honest assessment, like most of the chicks, so I use the word chick, most of the people that I just saw through there, I would say 75% at 6:25 in the morning are ladyboys on the street. Okay, so I presented you with some problems, right? And now let me present you with a solution. If you're coming here for the first time and you have no idea how to tell a ladyboy apart from a lady, what you do is early on in the night, I'm talking before you start drinking. Before you start drinking, if you have no friends here, you go to one of these beer bars and find an older chick. Not a young chick, sitting there on her cell phone, on her iPhone. Because that chick will leave your ass when the going gets rough. Okay? What you do is you find an older chick, bar find the girl, explain to her, hey, I want you to stay with me all damn night. And your main job is to keep me safe, keep me out of trouble, make sure I don't get overcharged, make sure I get back to my hotel. And tomorrow I'll give you a nice tip. And an older lady, and when I say older, I'm talking about 40s or older. 40 or older. Make it 45. 45 or older. You get you a chick that's 45 or older, she'll stay with you all night and keep your ass out of trouble and won't bail out on you. You know, if you start getting too drunk and get a little rowdy, whatever, she's not going to bail on you. She knows how to handle you. There you go. That's the best insurance policy that I can advise you if you're coming over here by yourself, especially, my gosh, if it's your first time. There's your insurance policy. It's common sense, but some people don't think about it. Some people are too cheap. You know, you roll out by yourself, you get drunk, you wake up, all your money's gone, you probably got overcharged and fleeced, whatever. How do you prevent that? If you're going to party all night at 9 o'clock, you go find an older chick, bar finder, and say, okay, your job is basically to stay with me, keep me out of trouble. That's your job. And if you end up finding some, you know, younger chick that you really like, and you hook up with her, it's okay, because the older chick ain't going to get jealous. She'll be cool with it. You feel me? It works out for everybody. Okay, pull through the marina here. This big monstrosity of a condo debacle off to the left. Y'all heard me talk about that. It's the billboard for buying condos, it's the billboard for the risks in buying an off-plan condo. In other words, a condo that's not completed yet. Because if you do, there's that chance the condo project will never get completed and you lose all your money. Okay, just to look around. Let's cut through this little traffic circle. I always talk about the risks of, not the risks, I just flat out tell you. Here's these young Kuwaiti kids that come over here and they rent the big bikes and they just wreak havoc going up and down the roads. People get pissed off anyhow. I always talk about, you come over here, you rent, you do not buy. You bring 2 suitcases and you rent. Why is that? Okay, that's the revamped patio sign up there. And see, there's a viewing deck. You can walk right there underneath the sign. I might just take you up there. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go see. It's open. I can see somebody over there taking pictures. At least it appears to be open. I'll take you up there. Okay, so you know, all these fine folks come over here to Southeast Asia. They want to build a house. They're going to build their bar girl a house, or their wife or fiance, whatever, live happily ever after. End up building, sinking money into a structure on dirt that they don't own. Half the time their wife's family don't own. And then somebody goes and borrows money on it, and now the loan shark owns it. But people do it, and people love these videos. You know, building a house in the Philippines. They'll watch that shit. Why don't you build a house? We'd love to watch that. Would I love to throw my money down a hole? No. So I'm getting to a point here. All right, years ago, you got people over there in Kiev doing videos on condos and building houses and condo rentals and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And then what happened? There's a goddamn war. Okay? There's a damn war that broke out, right? Now, is anybody listening to my voice interested in going to Kiev and investing in a fucking condo? Maybe you are. I'm not saying it's going to go on forever, but I'm going to tell you, this guy is not interested in going to Kiev. For some reason, they changed the name to Kyiv. Figure that shit out. I'm not interested in going over there and buying a fucking condo when missiles could rain down on my condo and I lose all my money. Okay? The fucking Ukraine is the last place I would think an insurance policy would pay out that I would trust. But that's just me. So I'm not interested in buying a condo there. What about all the people who bought a condo or retired over there, built houses, and now you got missiles raining down? You're going to leave. Most of y'all are going to leave. How many people lost their money in their retirement plans and their dreams? Whereas if they just rented a condo, the minute Russia comes out across the border, what do? 2 suitcases, get on a plane, come to Thailand. Problem solved. Still got your money in your home country's bank account. That's just for example, right? Okay, well, this place is safe. All right, they're working on brokering a ceasefire, what have you. Wow, some kissing going on over there. But what if you have a retirement home over there in those border provinces that are under martial law, mandatory evacuations, what have you? You got to get the hell out of your own house. Now, it's going to be temporary. I'm not worried about that, but I'm just bringing up, okay, what if you're over there renting? What do? There's my Kuwaiti friends. Pack your 2 suitcases, get on a bus, come to Pattaya, rent you a new place, never look back. Okay, it was a great time, but now there's a conflict going on in that area, and you're out. Pretty damn simple. Now, those are the extreme cases, right? But I'm just using that to illustrate my point that if you're retiring and you're going to country X, don't be in a big fucking hurry to buy. When you buy, and a lot of places you can't even legally own it, but you're going to figure out a way. You put an anchor in the ground that you can't walk away from. And you're putting an anchor in the ground that if something ever happens to your visa, or they kick the foreigners out, or restrict the visa that you're on, you can't even go home to your own house. If you rent, you pack your 2 suitcases and move on to bluer skies. All right, so to the left is the Pattaya sign. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this iron horse in here and take a walk. Little soy dogs hanging out. Yeah, it's open. Now here's the joy. Okay, the joy of running a 2 microphone setup. And what I'm going to do is take the time to show you my setup. All right, many of y'all have asked me how I get crystal clear audio while I'm riding a motorbike, and I'm going to show you. Okay, this is my helmet. Right there is a DJI Mic Mini, and it's just clipped into I actually took my knife and just cut the plastic a little bit, and all I do is clip that microphone right there in the helmet. Okay, so obviously it's not catching any wind noise. It's right there. Make sure you get the right angle on the dangle. It's right there in front of my face. And what you do is turn the audio level on that microphone way down, as low as it'll go, and just talk sort of quiet, and you get crystal clear audio narration. There you go. Show you my other little trick. I take the second microphone and I just put it right here. Now you keep that microphone at the normal level, and I just keep it at 0. So this one is at 0, normal. The one on my helmet is turned all the way down, low as it will go. And I'm recording in stereo. So this one is on the right channel. The one in the helmet is on the left channel. That means in post I can separate the 2. So if I'm riding down the road, I'll just turn off this microphone, and so all you hear is my narration. If there's something that goes on outside the motorbike, this microphone picks it up. You can turn them on or off in post. So I can leave that microphone in my helmet, and I can walk away from the bike, and you can still hear me on this mic. I don't even have to turn that one off, because I can just turn it off when I'm editing. It's seamless, right? So, I was telling you about the young Kuwaitis who come over here with these big bikes and raise all kind of cane. That's what I'm talking about. Nothing against them, but you know, people grow tired of them rip roaring up and down the fucking road with these big motorbikes, right? So anyhow, this spot right here is a coffee shop with a view, and I might go up there and get me a cup of coffee. And here's like a little love thing, a little heart, where you can come up, stand in that heart, you and your loved one, take a picture overlooking the bay. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. All right, so what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about my microphone setup. Anyhow, that's how I do my motorcycle filming, motorbike filming. And I'm shooting on the Osmo Pocket 3. Forgot to tell you what camera. All right, so let's go down the steps here. Best camera for YouTube, Osmo Pocket 3 with these DJI mic minis. And see, as far as away I am from the bike, the helmet cam is still transmitting and recording. It'll drop off in a second, but the range on these things they're wonderful. You're not gonna need any greater range, so don't let anybody, okay, so it just dropped off. Don't let anybody convince you that you need anything more than the mic minis. That's my opinion. Okay, so here we go. So I am standing right underneath the sign. Yeah, old single dad coming to you early, my friends. I enjoy the morning so much now, I really do. Oh man, you're just joining me over a year and a half ago. I quit drinking and I am just loving it. I got so much more energy, so much more time. I can think so much better. That's Captain Obvious. But folks, I love it. I really do. I just feel so freaking much better and just so rejuvenated. There's just nothing like starting your day early in the morning. Look at this view. Yeah, so nice little area up here. Welcome to the Pattaya sign. Got new lighting, paint. And you know what? If you're the administrator of a city and you're trying to promote any type of tourism or set your place apart to get people to come there, this is not rocket science, but why more cities don't do this is beyond me. You got to put up a fucking sign. This is the Hollywood sign. Okay, when you think of Hollywood, what's the first thing you think of? A visual, that's the Hollywood sign. Okay, well, welcome to Pattaya. You got this huge sign up here with this beautiful view deck. Check out this compass right here. Right in the middle, right in front of the A. If I were running a city trying to promote tourism, 100%, the first thing I would do is say, find me a spot where everybody can see the biggest damn sign. I'm gonna put a sign up, and if you build it, they will come. So whoever first decided to put this sign up, and then the recent upgrades and this view deck, okay, absolute genius on the branding. All right, now these stairs are a little bit steep, but you got a good handrail. There you go, Pattaya City. If you're trying to promote your city and using terms like explore and adventure and all that, you're wasting your time. So what the ingenious is that, look at this. Pretty much from the whole place, you can see the sign. Just genius. Okay, folks. Again, welcome to my hood. Now you got to have a really wide angle lens if you want to get the whole Pattaya sign in your photo. Like if I come over here to the corner, I'm shooting on a 20mm lens. You got to use your really ultra wide lens. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail. You got to use a really ultra wide lens if you want to get the whole sign. I guess probably the best part is to come down here so you can get the P. Like that. If you got a selfie stick, you could hold it out there and get more of it. And it's just looking at the tops of these trees. Got the ferry getting loaded up. Here's your pier right here, Bali High Pier. So if you're going over to Koh Larn, us foreigners call it Koh Larn. It's really pronounced Koh Larn. You'll come over here, just walk down Bali High Pier, and then the ferries are on the end over there. I'm not sure the exact price, but it's roughly $1, $1 US. Was it 30 baht, 35 baht, somewhere in there? And it will take you over to the island over there. Okay, so if you're looking for nice pristine beaches, you know, Pattaya Beach is not bad. I'm not going to say it's not Bahamas water, but it's not bad. But if you want to go swimming and hang out in the water all day, you get on one of those boats and head over to the island, and it's like you're in the Bahamas. I recommend Taiwan Beach. That's my spot, sort of on the backside, but everybody has their favorites. It's all good. There you go. Welcome to Pattaya. Okay, so I came down those other stairs. I guess I'll go up these stairs and see the difference. See if there's any other amenities to see coming up these stairs. No, there's not. It's just 2 ways in. All right, got a nice handrail. Just easy stairs. Get a little workout coming up them stairs. Old single dad got a little winded coming up them stairs. That's all right. Looks like we got more Kuwaiti kids over here gathering at the heart. You know, the one thing you don't see with these young Kuwaiti kids is women. They just come over here and do their romance time. I don't think I've ever seen, I don't want to say ever, but you don't see too many of them with a woman. Just dudes. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy dog. He's looking at me like, what the hell? All right, you got the sun coming up. I ain't going down till the sun comes up. Well, I'm up before you every day, my friend. My friend, the sun, I beat you. I'm up before you even think about peeking over the horizon. All right, let me just show you this coffee shop. Might not be open yet. And that's one of the things that perplexed me. Like my favorite coffee shop over on the hill, it didn't open early. And a lot of these little cool, trendy coffee shops, they'll open at like 8. You know, I've never owned a coffee shop, but it just makes sense to me that if your product is coffee, you should open up early. You should be open at 6. Sort of like if you're selling beer, well, you got to stay open until 2 in the morning, right? That's just me. So here you go, right here. Just not open yet. City Coffee Pattaya. And on the back side is a playground. No, actually it's not a playground. It's a workout area. And there's an updated look at the billboard for why you shouldn't buy condos off plan. You son of a bitch, I'm an investor. I get great deals buying off plan. I bought 30 units yesterday. Okay. All right, I'm not talking to you, the investor. I'm talking to the guy who comes to Southeast Asia with a small pension, a Social Security check, and 100 grand in the bank that took him 30 years to save. If he invests that money and loses it, he's wiped out. If you buy 30 units and 2 of them, the project don't get finished, you're not going to be wiped out. I'm not talking to you, big pimpin'. You see the title of this video don't say nothing about how to invest your money. Hello, buddy. All right, let's get back on this iron horse. Where are we going to now? Maybe I'll ride up to Naklua, to the pier, see what's happening up there. But you know what? With the sun coming up, got to get some coffee. And talking about my microphones, when I walk back over here to the motorbike, this microphone in the helmet reconnects automatically. There's nothing to do. Automatically reconnects. So in a few seconds, when I put this helmet on, all I got to do is turn off the other microphone and post. There's a squirrel over there on the tree. Okay, so now I've got both microphones on, and now I will turn off the microphone on my vest, and now you're listening to me only on the helmet cam. See how easy that is? So if you're trying to do any filming on your motorbike and you don't want to have to be Steven Spielberg, Osmo Pocket 3, DJI, mic minis, and just clip it in your helmet. Where do I mount the camera? Right here in this pocket. This is the case, but just imagine I'm taking the camera, I just set it right here. It just sits right there, and whenever I need to film something to the side, I just pull it out, I go like this, and it goes right back in my pocket. Okay, I tried mounting it on the handlebars, and because of the vibration on the dash, so to speak, because of the vibration, it doesn't do well. Now, yes, you could mount it up here on the helmet where I still have a mount up there, I think, where I used to put the action cam. But if you do that, you can't check the screen. You can't check the gimbal. If you're just taking it in and out of your pocket, you can check it, you can manipulate it, whatever you need to do. It's too damn easy. Don't try to get complicated or you'll end up not filming. Okay? One thing that I have to do, let me show you this, and it's not entirely safe, but let me show you. Okay, there's my mirror, no problem. But since I have the camera on my left side, I have to fold this mirror down a little bit. If I fold the mirror down, it'll focus out here, no problem. But if I put that mirror up, it tends to focus on just what's inside the mirror, and everything else will be out of focus. So when I'm filming, I just bend this down. Is it perfectly safe? No, but I've got this mirror over here. And when I stop filming, I just bend the mirror back up. Okay, problem solved. All right, there's your camera talk. For any of my camera folks, always make sure you keep the gimbal on tilt locked and you'll be good to go. And if you take like a hard turn or you're doing a lot of left turns, right turns like that, always pull the camera out and recenter the gimbal. But if you're just going straight, it stays pretty good. But hard turns to the left or right, it'll get out of whack occasionally. It's not perfect. All right, back underway on the Bad Dream on this morning tour. I was gonna get me some coffee, but they're not open yet. It's 5 minutes till 7, and I didn't look at the opening hours. It's probably 8 o'clock. Watch out, puppy dog. Now, a lot of folks run through this area, and sometimes they block it off to motorbike traffic for just exercising. There's certain hours. So if you come down through here, just keep it slow. Don't be tempted to run these roads because there's a lot of people running and jogging and exercising. Always putting out public safety announcements. How can you beat this area? It's so beautiful. Come up here and exercise and run. Got that open air gym up there for free. Why do I love Pattaya? Well, it's just one of the reasons. The only reason you go to Pattaya is chase them women. Don't insult my intelligence. We're on to you, you bastard. Okay, now the soy dogs here are very well fed. Somebody's dropped off a bunch of, looks like cat food, but they'll eat it. Oh, a little fighting going on back there. The soy dogs here, you see these stray dogs, call them soy dogs. Folks, they are very well fed. People feed them. They'll put collars on them. They're not like feral looking dogs like they are over in the PI, starving to death with the mange. The soy dogs here look pretty dang good. They certainly eat good. You know, the restaurants will give them their leftover food and stuff. You see these soy dogs here, they're fat, chubby. Folks, I do these motorbike rides, and obviously I cover the same ground. Why? It's because I'm doing it from the city that I'm in. If I decide to travel, you'll see different roads. Just can't please everybody. Alright, so I tell you what, since I got a right green arrow, I'm just going to roll over to John T. Beach, see what's happening. Let's see, check out what they've done underneath these bridges. These spaces, wasted spaces. They put a cage up around it, and you can go in there and play volleyball, basketball, whatever the event is. That's a skate park right there to the right, if you can see it. Keeps the homeless out of there, keeps the trash out of there, and provides free workout / recreation areas for anybody who wants to partake. I said I was going to go up to Naklua. Maybe I'll go up there tomorrow and get some seafood, cook on my little grill or cook in my rice cooker. It's just not worth it when you're by yourself. You know, when me and the old ladies here, we used to do cooking on our little grill, or hell, we'd cook shrimp in the rice cooker, steam vegetables, stuff like that. You know what? Just go the path of least resistance. Got a green arrow, might as well take it. Here's some more free open air workout equipment. You know what? I don't think I was supposed to cut through there. My bad. I'll know better next time. Knowing's half the battle. Yeah, I mean, if you're by yourself, it's not worth cooking. It don't make any sense to go get all that stuff. When you just go to any of these little street vendors, you get the most delicious food and a Coke. How much do I eat on every day here? When I'm by myself, okay, 100 baht. My lunch is 100 baht. I eat once a day. Okay, I'll get kapau musap. You know, it's like spicy minced pork with rice. I'll get a bag of chicken chicharrones for 20 baht, and I'll get a Coke. And I think it comes out to be 90 baht, and I just let them keep the 10 baht. So 100 baht. 100 baht is what I eat on every day. Now, last night I splurged and went and got me a kebab for 65 baht. So I did eat twice yesterday, but that's the first time. Most of the time I eat once a day, 100 baht. And then anything else I spend, just, you know, a couple little cans of coffee or Thai tea, whatever. But if you're by yourself, it don't make sense to cook. Hell, to be honest, the food here is so cheap, it really don't make sense to cook. Unless you got a big family. If I had my whole crew here, I probably 50-50 it. One day we all go out to eat, the next day we stay home and cook, just to keep some type of normalcy among the children. You know, in the PI, we got to cook every day. You want great food, you're going to spend a lot of money getting it. Now, if you turn right, that's going towards Pattaya. That's not where the wind is blowing me. It's blowing me down Pattaya Road here, headed towards Jomtien. Not much traffic. And what time is it? 7:05 in the morning. 7:05. Today's a Tuesday. So yeah, folks, yesterday they were supposed to have a meeting down in Malaysia, I believe, about brokering a ceasefire. I don't think I looked at the internet this morning to figure out what came out of that. Hopefully that situation will chill over there on the border and everything will go back to normal here pretty soon. But I guess one of the reasons I'm sitting here doing these videos is like people, you know, some people are timid and they see any type of trouble, they'll cancel their travel plans, they'll postpone it. But as you can clearly see, no reason to change your travel plans to Thailand because of what's going on the border. Things are perfectly okay here in Pattaya. I heard they had an incident up in Bangkok yesterday. Stuff like that goes on every day in my home country of the United States. Heart goes out to everybody impacted by that event. Alright, young lady got some ink on that right shoulder, right arm. And folks, if you're into tattoos, this is a place where you want to get some ink done. Some of the best tattoo artists in the world are here in Thailand, and they also exercise, from what I've seen, every shop I've ever been in, you know, good universal precautions, you know, keeping everything clean, safe, sterile. They've got some training. I would have no problem getting a tattoo here in Thailand, okay? But I'm not interested in getting one in the PI. That's just me. My buddy Pablo got a tattoo one time. They found some dude on the street, and obviously they were drunk when all this went down. Dude comes to the room in the hotel. He's tattooing with one hand, eating a piece of pizza with another hand. Pablo's got two massage girls on him, laid out on the bed. I mean, it was just you got to see the pictures to believe it. I didn't know a tattoo artist could do that. Tattoo with one hand and eat a piece of pizza with the other. That's fucking talent, I guess. But I'm not interested in that setup. And Pablo is no longer with us. May you rest in peace, my brother. And that was the incident where he got the rat bear tattoo. He wanted a bear from the you know, the flag from California. It's from California, so he wanted the California bear. Well, guess what? There ain't no bears in the Philippines. So the Kuya had never seen a fucking bear. So they showed him a quick picture of a bear, and I guess in his mind it just resembled a rat. And that tattoo turned out to be a fucking rat. So that's another lesson in itself. Don't go somewhere where the wildlife is not indigenous to the area and then request that fucking wildlife. It's like going to New York and saying, hey man, make me a tattoo of a fucking elephant. Well, if you live in New York City, how many fucking elephants have you seen? No, it's probably better you come to Thailand and say, hey man, put me an elephant here. People see elephants here all the time. But Pablo was in the Philippines wanting a goddamn grizzly bear or brown bear, whatever it was. He wanted a bear, and he ended up getting a rat. Why? Because there's plenty of fucking rats over there, and there ain't no bears. You can't blame the guy. I don't know. I guess you can't blame the guy for eating pizza while he was doing the tattoo. Hey, somebody orders pizza, you want to jump in, get a slice. Fucking rat bear tattoo with pizza juice, pizza grease in it. But you know what, in the end, folks, what's it matter? In the end, who gives a shit? Pablo lived a great life. People still tell stories about him to this day, as I'm doing. Took that rat bear tattoo with him to the grave. Jonathan Beach at 7:09 in the morning. People out bicycling. It's a little bit windy now. More windy over here on this side. Windy and wavy. Cafe Amazon. Could give me some coffee there. Well, folks, I want to thank y'all for joining me on this morning tour. On my morning motorbike ride. I was out before the sun came up. I got a kebab in the ref. When you buy those kebabs, always buy two. There's the monk off to the left. See the monks walking around here in the mornings. If you go buy a kebab, always get two. Take one home and eat it, put one in the ref. That damn thing is just good to go right out of the ref in the morning. No need to heat it up. Matter of fact, it's better if you don't heat it up. Just pull that thing out of the ref, bite into it, you'll be ready for the day. 65 baht in places. Now if you get cheese, 10 baht extra, 20 baht extra, whatever. There's a kids' playground off to the right and the night market off to the left. La Choza cannabis. This wombat's got a crowd out there. Everybody drinking coffee in the morning. Might be a good spot to stop and get some coffee. Go right ahead, sir. Let that gentleman roll on through. I guess where I'll go to see if I can get some coffee, I'm going to go all the way to the end down here. Maybe some of y'all are dropping off. Not too much action. Action is about people, right? People are what make the action. Not a lot of people out. People lose interest. But some people want to see the sights and the geography and the landscape. But I'm going all the way down to the end to see what's shaking down there. Why? Because there's no traffic right now. If I go during prime time, I can fight traffic all the way down to the end. Right now, I just cruise all the way through. Grand Jantian Palace off to the left. Daisy D's. I'll spin around and show you this Daisy D. Well, it's one way. I guess I could turn around and creep, but that car's behind me. It's a one-way road. Used to be two-way, and they changed it to where it's one way all the way down to Chaya Brook. I guess the other reason I wanted to come down here is see if the seafood market is still here at the intersection of Chai-Brook and Jomtien Beach Road. It is a little windy today, so that might have put a damper on fishing operations and bringing it up to the beach here. A few folks out there in camp chairs sitting in a big circle chilling. Beautiful lady sitting on that tailgate with a bunch of ink on her back. Looking big, sick and juicy, 'cause baby got back. Big shout out to Fatima. She gets up in the morning, gets in there and cooks them babies some breakfast like a good middle-aged single mom. Wow. She's doing a good job over there with them chilling, while old single dad handles business over here in Thailand. You son of a bitch, we know why you're over there. You just chasing them women. You think we're stupid? You think you're fooling us all? I got you figured out, you son of a bitch. Funny how folks on the internet watch 2 minutes of your life and they know everything about you. Just this magical thing with the internet. Many folks don't even watch 1 second of your video. All they do is read half the title, not even the whole title. They don't even look at the damn thumbnail, and they judge you, and they know everything about you. Power of the internet makes people so fucking smart. I can't figure it out, but it does. All right, so the market is in play, so I'm gonna take y'all for a walk. And I just park right here. This van ain't going nowhere anytime soon. I'll just park right here. And once again, I'm gonna take this helmet off. I won't even take the microphone out of the helmet. I'm not worried about somebody stealing my microphone. Okay. Get my cool breeze on. Boom, like that. I switch over to just that microphone. I leave the microphone on in my helmet, no problem. And it's just seamless. Now I can go walkabout, right? I don't have to change up my microphone setup or do anything, turn anything on or off. It's just one click in post to turn that microphone off and take y'all on a walkabout. You see why I'm telling you that this camera setup is the best setup for YouTube when you're doing what I'm doing. You're walking around talking to the camera. All right, so you sorry crap. Got the beach and the umbrella vendors setting up. So if you've never been here before, you know, they have everything in their coolers, all the drinks you want, coconuts. If you need something from 7-Eleven, hell, somebody will run across the street and get it for you. And you just rent these chairs for the day, nominal fee. I mean, sure, you can bring your own stuff and come out here, but why? Why would you want to bring a towel from the hotel, get sand all over it, when for a couple bucks you can just sit underneath the umbrellas? You got people waiting on you hand and foot, treating you like a king. You're putting money into the local economy. Now I think it's Wednesdays on Pattaya Beach. I don't know about over here, but on Wednesdays is no beach chair Wednesday. Now it used to make sense. I'm going to tell you why. Because this beach wasn't this big. They extended the beach. So back when the beach was slim, it made sense. Okay, give us one day a week to where there's an open beach, because the water would come right up almost to the beach chairs. But since they've extended this beach, I don't see any need to have no beach chair Wednesdays. But that's just me, okay? Now I've stumbled onto a professional photo shoot down here, and nobody told me about it. Right down here. and I'm gonna take you and see what's shaking on the professional photo shoot. All right, and again, where I'm at is Jomtien Beach Road at the intersection of Chayapuk. And you see the boats come in here. And you got everything from squid, fish, shrimp, all the fresh seafood. And obviously you get a good price. There's really no middleman. All right, this dude's pointing the camera at me. I might be famous here. Let me show you behind the scenes of a professional shoot. There you go. Gentleman here rocking a pro camera. You got the lighting, and I will just go around and not get into their photo shoot. But there you go. That's what a real photo shoot looks like. I don't know who they're filming or if they're just filming the market for a promotional video. It's got that rig on a slider. Okay, so I'll put you back in my pocket and I'll come over here and just be part of the crowd. Maybe you'll see me on a promotional video. There's looking back at your photo shoot. They'll be like, hey, who let the Falong in the photo shoot? Swaddy crap, swaddy crap. Swaddy crap, good morning. And folks, all the seafood here is fresh. You see these aerators? So the crabs are fresh, the shrimp, everything here is live. You talk about fresh seafood here in Thailand, nobody's eating no frozen crab, right? It's aerated. It's still alive when you buy it. So there you go. Anything you want right here. Okay, and I'll just give you a pan around on the other side of this building here. Soy Chayapuk, that police box right there. So why do I love Pattaya, Thailand? Doesn't have anything to do with the girls. Not anymore. Not anymore. It used to. But now I got an old lady. And she cost me too much money already. Damn sure don't need any bar girls taking any more money out of my pocket. Some of y'all find that hard to believe. Once you get tired of wasting all your money on the bar girls, you find solace and peace in views like this. Look at that view of fresh seafood that's still swimming when they put it in a bag with ice. And when I get back to the crib and put the shrimp in the sink, they're still flapping. That's what I'm in love with. I'm in love with live shrimp. Not chicks who work over on Soy 6, taking money out of my pocket. I love them, but I ain't in love with them no more, to the point that I want to give them my money. There you go. So anyhow, folks, if you're looking for fresh seafood, come over here in the mornings, and you get fresh seafood straight from the net to the aerator. And you put money in these folks' pockets. Or you could go all the way up to Naklua to the market up there, but This is a better experience. You can walk along the beach in the morning. Nice cool breeze coming through too. People say, why you got that vest on? Well, when you're riding a motorbike early in the morning, it tends to get cool. And also, this is the easiest way to film, wear a vest like this. Rolling out in their sleeping clothes or pajamas. You see that here in Southeast Asia, chicks get up in the morning, they just roll out in their sleeping clothes to get some food. They just roll out in the pajamas. All right, let me check on their film shoot over here one more time. And you see these ropes coming through. There's a motor up here on the street, and that's what they use to pull the boats in. I did a detailed video of that before. It's pretty interesting how they do it. There you go, behind the scenes. And over here, they've got more equipment set up, actually mounted in those wheelchairs, which is ingenious because, you know, wheelchair's got a big wheel on it. Makes it easy to get through the sand. All right, with that, let's go find a bad dream. I'm committed to go all the way down to the end and just see what's happening at the end of the beach. Where did I park my horse? Okay, down here. I'll show you one of these machines that pull the boats up. It's just a big winch. There you go, right there. That one's mounted in the back of the pickup truck. And it's just a motor with a winch. And that's how they pull the boats up through the sand. Right there. It's a bad dream. That machine. That thing runs like a scalded dog, folks. Okay, so I'll put the camera back in my pocket, and again, as I got close, the microphone automatically reconnected from the helmet. I don't got to do nothing, just put my helmet back on. Still in there, nobody bothered it. And with that, I'll check one more time, center the gimbal, put it back in my pocket, and go ahead and get back underway. Now I'm talking to you back on the helmet microphone. Now, be careful when you're backing out, because remember, once you get past Chayapuruk, it's back to being two ways. It's not one way anymore. Back underway, just like that. A little quiet down through here. Nobody out on the beach. So if you're looking for a quiet place to chill out on the beach, I mean, looking out through this area, it's nothing but wide open space. Man, that dude coming through there was killing mosquitoes with all that smoke. Those are my young Kuwaiti friends over here, right there, going wide ass open. They come over here, rent these bikes, and just go wide ass open everywhere they go. Dragon Beach Resort, a little small resort off to the left here. One lone dude sitting out there. That lone ranger sitting out there with that one sign, one chair, and one umbrella. Pattaya Resort off to the left. Just Burgers right here to the left. Spin you around quickly there. That's Just Burgers. If you want a good backyard burger like from America, just go there. They'll put your burger on the grill. Pretty damn good. Get some of them crinkle fries. Go ahead, my friend. Marriott Pattaya off to the left. Wow, something I didn't know. Okay, Marriott. Okay. Nobody told me, but I'm not a Marriott player, so I don't get notified about the Marriott behind the scenes stuff. I'm a Hilton Diamond player, so I'm in the know on Hilton, but I did not realize that that's the Marriott right there. Beautiful building, little eating spot right here next door, pool out front. Okay, so that's a beautiful Marriott property. Gotta love it. Now, is it in the action? It's away from the action. Okay, it's not in the action, it's away from the action, but that's what some people want. You want some peace and quiet with wide open beaches and no loud music and drunks running around? Well, the Marriott would be for you. Still, you know, plenty of eating places here. Jom Tien. Here's some more Kuwaitis. Riding around in their little motorbike gangs, being nuisances on the roads. Yeah, people complain about the hordes of Indian tourists, but the Indians never bother me. They never get in my way. I can only speak about how people affect me. I think you should be able to do whatever you want to do as long as you don't affect others. Indians don't affect me, Indian tourists. Chinese tourists affect me because they always get in your way. They won't move. They block traffic. They're a nuisance. These young Kuwaitis, they're just a nuisance on the roads with their motorbike activities. But the Indian folks, they've never gotten my way. The Russians have never gotten my way, causing any problems. So when people complain, oh, there's too many Russians, there's too many Indians, why are they bothering you? And if you say there's too many Chinese, yeah, they're fucking up your day, causing you delays, getting in your way, walking in front of you. All right, I'll let this car come on out. They're probably got somewhere to be. There's a very popular restaurant here with the big crab. This is a popular spot. Okay, Bu Bin. It's always a popular spot. And folks, it's in the morning. If you're just joining me on this show, why is it closed down? It's the morning time. This is breakfast time. They're not serving crab for breakfast. Little girl. Got some cookies or something she was nibbling on. Reminded me of Maria when she was that age. And then right here too. Okay, so what time is it? 7:35 in the morning. And we're at the end of, I call it the end of Jom Tien Beach. I guess you could say this is Jom Tien down here. Just a beautiful clear day. See all the way over there. I'll spin you around here and show you that over there, that little island my Thai wife used to call Ko Tut, which means ass island, because it looks like there's a little indentation in the middle. It looks like an ass. It's like somebody laying face down with their booty up. There you go. with that, folks, that's your early morning motorbike ride. Your early morning look. Yeah, that might be a good thumbnail right there. For my thumbnails, I usually just pull screenshots, so my photos never work out real well. Can I get the flags? Can I get everything in there? That's your early morning look at Pattaya. Pattaya, Jomtien. You know, the place looks totally different at different times of the day. That's being Captain Obvious. But if you wanted to see what it's like in the morning on a Tuesday, well, I just showed you. Folks, thanks for joining me. Thanks for being a loyal subscriber and viewer here on my show. I got to get back to the crib, eat that kebab. It's calling my name. I'm not thinking about coffee no more. I'm thinking about the kebab. All right, peace out. See y'all on the next one, my friends. Stay thirsty. Well, I used to wake up in the morning before the rooster crowed, searching for soda bottles to give myself some dough. To the corner, down to the country store, cash 'em in and give my money to a man named Curtis Lowe. Well, old Curtis was a black man with white curly hair. Fifth of wine, he did not have a care. The boy used to play across his knee. I'd give old Kurt my money, he'd play all day for me. And play me a song, Curtis Lowe, hey, Curtis Lowe. I've got some drinking money, so tune up your dobro. People said he was useless, and people all the fool. Cause Curtis Lowe was the finest picker ever played the blues.